Hey y'all tubers, this is Josh from Father and Son at Arms, and today we're going to do a little review from the tailgate with some compliance edge knives. These are been in manufacturing, I believe, since 2014. They are made out of San Diego, California. All of them are made in the USA, sourced from USA, so very quality. And if you are a big buyer of USA made items, these knives are going to be for you. Now, I could probably break this up into two videos, but I'm just going to do them both in one. I have a Compliance Edge Hinchman in white and a Compliance Edge Vendetta, which is more of a Tonto style blade. It's going to be an OD green. And I purchased both of these online, which is the only way to get them. He does drops on Fridays, typically around 5 p.m. Pacific time, California time. And so you can pick them up. He usually only does 10 to 15 units a drop. He does have pre-orders. So if you're something you see that you really, really want, like a couple of unique colors, I think he's got some urban camo stuff, you're more than welcome to go online and pre-order for those. Typically 2 to 4 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, just depends on which ones you guys are looking at. So that being said, I have really come to enjoy the knives that Compliance Edge makes. Now, they're fixed blades. Probably should have started off with that, but they're fixed blade knives. And typically, up until probably about a year or two ago, I was completely out on fixed blades. Just didn't really have a purpose for me. A lot of times I probably and wrongly, accuse most fixed blades of being, like flea market knives, right? Just cheap, thrown together, stainless steel, surgical grade knives, right? And then here a couple of years ago, I got into some more of the custom stuff and some of the really nice fixed blades. So Compliance Edge happens to be one of those. Now, a lot of people are like, well, how do you carry a fixed blade knife? Well, today I'm carrying, a folder, right? So this is a Demco AD 20.5. Everybody knows folders, that's 35 VN, good stuff, right? So pocket fixed blade is something that you can carry as well. And on both of these, and I don't normally carry 3 knives at one time, but for sake of just being here and not bringing everything down from the house, I got them all 3 on me. So I guess you could carry 3 knives if you want. 1 is none and 2 is 1, right? So typically I'll carry my Vendetta as you see it here. It's going to be in this bottom pocket on this particular pair of jeans that I'm wearing. This is going to be the Vendetta, and it's not a really long knife. Once we get to the tailgate review of this, I'll give you the dimensions on it, but it's pretty short. It's got a pretty stout little Tonto edge there, nice little kind of rounded jimping on the top, really nice G10 scales that are sculpted, and then I have a little string with a little plastic ball thing, probably G10, I guess, a little grenade looking thing on the end of that. Really just kind of helps get it out of the pocket. With these in particular, so you want to use your thumb to help push out on that and get that out. So that's the Vendetta. And then typically I'll carry this one with sweatpants. That'll be most of the time you'll see me having this one on. Well, you won't see me with it, but if you were, sweatpants is usually what's going to be in this one. And this was just really cool. I had to have it. It's a little abused, as you'll see in the close-ups of this, but it's a Cerakoted white Hinchman, and it's just a smooth blade on there. No serrations or anything like that. It's got some damage to the front where I've stabbed and cut some things with it. Decent little length on this guy. And again, not an overall huge pocket knife, but it's in there. And when I carry this one, and actually with the Vendetta as well, I use the utility clips. They're great because they will actually grip to your clothes really nice, so you're not having to actually put it in a belt or anything like that. But the utility clips, you can see that. You can get them online for 10 to 15 bucks. It just depends on where you get them from. But those actually really nicely hold, and that's why I wear it with like sweatpants or gym shorts if I'm just out and about and I don't want to carry a pocket knife plus my wallet plus my key plus my phone. I can just sit this in my waistband and it's good to go. So something like this is really easy to do. It's really nice and convenient. You can use it for cutting the same as you can a folder. It's just going to take up more space. Honestly, that's usually probably why I steered away from them for so long. I was like, well, why would I want a fixed blade when I've got something folding? But if you need to do some hard use, not having any joints and having a solid tang all the way back through probably has its benefits. So we're going to get to the tailgate top review here in a second, and appreciate you joining us. And this is going to be something a little different. If you want to see more knife reviews, you want to see me ramble about knives, click the like and subscribe button. Also, my son is huge into knives. He loves knives, and he actually knows more about them than I do. As far as like the technical terms for what's going on here, I can just kind of high level tell you about what's happening. So tune in to us, and keep watching us, keep liking us and sharing us, and we'll keep making content for you guys. All right, guys, so here we are on top of the tailgate here. Going to review a couple of these knives real quick. Here is a Demco 8020. This is just basically going to be for size reference in between these two. So you've got your Vendetta here, and you've got your Hinchman here. So, and then we've got our Demco 8020 and a half in the middle. So overall, they're not really big fixed blades. When you think of fixed blades, a lot of times I think of like giant buck knives or something that's, you know, the Rambo Bowie knife that's going to be, I don't know, longer than I've got my measuring tape out probably. So pretty good sized knife. We'll start with the Hinchman first here. We'll kind of move that out of the way. One of the things that sold me on it was I really like the white and the gray G10. And then you've got kind of this white snow camo sheath. And he makes excellent sheaths. So again, your thumb kind of goes here to push that out and release it. It's just easy to get in and out of my pocket. It's easy to get in and out when I'm wearing sweatpants or jogging shorts. And you can wear it with jeans, but that's just what I wear it with. This utility clip here, man, it's super tight. You can kind of see right there that it will, once you close that down, it's going to cinch down on your clothing, and then it's not going to come out. So when you pull that out, you're good to go. So we'll get rid of the sheath there for a second. And you can see mine's had a little bit of wearing some of the Cerakote off. That happens when you play with your toys. So otherwise, though, this has got a really nice grip. I don't have huge hands. Well, maybe a big fist, but I got short sausage fingers. So for me, this works out really well. And I really like his styling. I like some of the designs. It's pretty simple, but it's also just, it's clean, not overdone. And these are really great knives. The steel that's being used, I probably should have researched before I started this video, but I didn't. If you know what steel this is in the comments below, please add that for me, and everybody else will know what steel we're looking at. Typically, 154 cm is most of the time what you're going to see, or a 3V type blade is what you're going to see as far as the steel goes. It's got a really nice edge, even though I've used it some. I have not sharpened this knife at all. I'm not a knife sharpener. I'm a knife user, not a sharpener. So when they get dull, I'll hand it off to somebody that knows what they're doing to sharpen that out for me. And if we take a look real quick, as far as the measuring tape here goes, so you're looking at a blade length of about a little over 3.5 inches on the blade length. And then overall, we're looking at just a little over 7.5. Probably 7 3/4 or so overall length. So not a bad size, not a huge knife, but not a small knife. Definitely going to do what you needed to do, cut what you needed to cut. So we'll set that guy aside, and then we'll take a look at our Vendetta here. Again, camo pattern. I like the camo stuff. The OD green here, and then again with the utility clip. Man, they're awesome. You know, this, it really shoots off there if you're going to use your thumb as sort of a ledge here to get that off. This one, again, Cerakoted in OD green. You can see this is more of a Tonto style. Really nice edge here. And I'm going to say it is 3V. I'm probably way wrong with that, but may not be. Smooth jimping on the top. You know, it's not going to be hard against your thumb there when you're pressing, but it is going to give you a nice purchase on there. This does not have finger grooves, but it's really nice and solid. It's nice and smooth around here. And then again, like I said, I got this on there. Helps me get it out of the pocket. And this is usually what I'll wear in that lower pocket of my jeans. Of course, you could do the same thing in sweats or anything like that. But that's kind of what I keep it in. You got your nice little sharpening choil there for fancy knife word there. And overall, this is just a really good knife. Definitely good for scraping. I've used it a couple times to scrape stickers and stuff. You could basically food prep with this knife if you wanted to. You can do all kinds of things. So wouldn't classify either one of these as a self-defense knife, but you know, when SHTF happens, use what you got. I'm sure it'll work just fine. But for cutting anything you need, typically strings or tags or whatever comes along lines that you got to do, this is going to do just fine. And this guy right here, let's move that over. He's a little bit smaller. Overall length on this guy is probably 6 3/4. However, the blade length is right at 3 inches from your cutting edge there. So a good, nice little cutting edge with this as well. And either one of these would serve you great for whatever purpose you want. Again, if you're wanting something like this, you're either going to have to go on the secondary or wait until he has a drop. He doesn't always do the same things over again. I know when this one dropped, there were 15. I got in the first like 10 minutes and there were 3 left. So they go quick when you want to get one. So make sure and check them out. I think you'll be very happy that you did. They're great. They look good. They cut. They perform. Overall, solid knives. I'm going to continue to add more to my collection. So hope you guys enjoyed this tailgate top review. If you do, please like and subscribe at the bottom. Let us know how we're doing. If you don't like it, tell us that too. We can always use constructive criticism. Next time I'll try to be a little more prepared with the specs on what steel and all that we're using. Just sort of the spur of the moment I drove down here and decided to talk about some knives. But till next time, y'all tubers, take care, and I appreciate you.